my handsome husband, Lawrence Martin. You know us from Baggage Battles, Storage Wars, and Round the Bend TV. And we're here with our new friends, Craig and Nikki.
Hi, I'm Craig Hughes, and you'll probably know me from the television series Salvage Hunters and Salvage Hunters the Restorers. And we're going to make a really amazing programme for you. Along with my wife Nikki, our good friends Sally and Lawrence in America, we're going to educate you and also entertain you, so be prepared.
Hello, and welcome back. And we have a new item.
We've got a new item. Well, it's not new, but it's new to you. See if you can guess. Can you see it?
It is a leather box,
It's a black box.
It's not leather, it's canvas.
Oh.
Oh, it's military.
No.
I can't tell.
Okay.
Tilt it down.
So if I open it.
Oh, it's a camera? That's a lens, yeah? This is exciting.
Hey, so
I love the mystery of it.
I was trying to see in the box. Let me see.
So if I start taking things out, you've got these, which are lenses.
That's
these
a
different
magic
lenses.
lantern. Is that magic lantern?
No, it's a camera. So
Oh.
you've got these things. So you've got.
Is it a brown?
Which I think that's some sort of meter.
Oh,
it says Watkins B meter. So I don't know what that does with light or something. I don't know. Then these are like little. It's like, do you know what a chamois leather is?
A chamois.
Yeah, for cleaning, right?
Yeah, that's what these bags are made out of chamois.
Oh,
So,
really?
So then you've got different lenses.
Chamois Tanter.
Oh, is this for eye doctor?
No, it is.
It's a camera.
It is a proper
spectacles.
Proper camera.
Oh, okay.
So then you've got these.
Are there plates?
Plates, yeah. So
I'm taking a guess because actually it all looks black at the moment.
So you'd open this.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then you put your glass plates in there.
Yeah. My dad used to do that.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got these 3 of these, and they're all numbered. So they've got little numbers on them.
Yeah.
And I presume, I don't know how it works, but I assume you put your glass plate in there, expose it, but then keep it shut until you get into your dark room. So then you've got your numbers then to cross-reference things.
Is it a Kodak one?
No, it's
German.
It's called Thornton Pickard.
Oh, okay.
So that's the side of it.
Yeah.
So how old is this?
I think
1880s.
This is probably turn of last century.
Yeah, 1880s, something like that.
So then it opens like this.
Oh, there's the bellows, yeah? Yeah. That's beautiful. Now, is that made of wood?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all
gorgeous.
That's been in the box for 20 years, all right?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So
that's gorgeous.
That screws on the front.
Now, does it have a tripod that it sits on?
There's no tripod with it. So all you've got is this camera. Different
you put the
lenses.
Cloth over your head?
Sorry? Yeah, you put a cloth over your head.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm calling you a cloth head, but you know.
So then you've got that, and then what you would do is you'd extend it.
Oh, look at that.
So does that help with the focus? Is that what that's
doing?
Yeah,
that's to focus it, yeah. And then there's a knob at the back here. And again, that's...
adjust the whole thing, right?
That's fantastic.
Ah.
So, you know what I think is kind of interesting, and you may or may not know, but the exposure, how long would the exposure have had to be?
I don't know. We'd have to look that up, but I think they were quite a while because I know in the Victorian days when they were having the photographs taken, they used to make frames that they would sit in, so they didn't move. So they had to be there for quite a while. It was minutes rather than seconds.
So this is after
So
the tintype,
that's
right?
what I've got. And like I say, there's different lenses for it. On the top, there's a little label on the top of it there.
It says made in China.
And it says made in Taiwan. It says time and inst patent Thornton Pickard.
Right, yeah, that's a good name.
And on the side of it, there's another label here. And that one says Thornton Triple Imperial Extension.
Oh,
So
I'll get one of those then.
And on the back is a little door. I don't know. I presume this is where you put your glass plate.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But the woodwork on it's really nice. The quality of it.
You haven't restored it then? It's just like original.
Yeah, this is exactly as it's come out. I've not done anything with this.
So for everybody for everybody who's watching, you don't want to change anything with the original finish. Don't think you're making it better by refinishing it. You're not.
No, because we see it all the time with furniture. Say, like the brass work on this, you get people who polish them up and make them look really shiny, and it just devalues it.
Yeah.
It's different if you've got, say a chair that we are restoring. We restore them to a stage of where it's properly restored, as opposed to over restoring where you're spoiling the thing.
Yeah, you can.
It's what we call sympathetic restoration.
Sympathetic.
Pathetic restoration.
Pathetic.
I've just found in the bag. I've just found that in the bag.
What is that?
It's a picture of that camera.
Oh.
And it says TP Triple Imperial with some phone numbers. And you like this one?
This camera must have been used on an advert in a newspaper at some stage, because inside it, Nicky's just found a newspaper cutting.
And it says...
You might need to cover your eyes.
It says the star...
Page 2.
3.
The star, Monday, December the 15th, 1986.
Oh.
So
in 86, do you think they took that photo?
Is that
1986, yeah. So
like
the camera was used.
Later.
The camera was obviously used on that for there.
Oh, I see. There is the camera next to the woman.
Yeah.
Isn't that fascinating?
Oh, look at that.
I love that. Now, where did you guys pick this up?
Many years ago, I've always worked with antique dealers anyway, and I've got a massive collection of cameras, but they're all cheapy oldie things. You know, when you go to car boot sales and jumble sales and things, and I just pick up the old Kodaks, the box brownies and things like that, and you get them for a couple of £.
Right.
One of the antique dealers had this in, and I did a job for him and give him a little bit of money for it. So this stands me at around about, including the job, around about £100 I paid for it. But I reckon, I don't know exactly, but we'll do a bit of research on it. But I think that's probably worth £1,000 as it stands. I'm just guessing,
really?
But yeah,
it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Not bad for a jumble sale.
No. So, but that's my item. We will do some research on it, because this one we actually can do.
We should translate, because over here in the States they don't have jumble sales. So what's a jumble sale? What's another jumble, matey?
Right, a jumble sale. So what a lot of it was to do with the Boy Scouts. So what the Boy Scouts would do is go around and collect items from people's houses.
Bob a job.
Like Bob a job, yeah. So they get items, and it doesn't, not necessarily Scouts. It could be anything. Usually churches and things like that. and people would donate things, or they'd go and collect things. So it could be clothes, household furniture, it could be anything, and people donate it. And then what they do is in the churches or wherever they're raising money, they would set tables up in the place, and people would just go in. You pay 10 pence to go in the place, and then you would just buy things. So that's a jumble sale.
So in the US, we call that a rummage sale.
Right.
Rummage through the things.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Rummage
So
through
that's
the jumble.
yes. Yeah.
That sounds like what's his name, the boxing guy? Oh, Cassius Clay, right?
Cassius
Rummage in the
Muhammad
jungle.
Ali.
Well, that's totally amazing, matey. And we found out all about jumble sales. You want to know what we got?
Yeah.
We certainly do. You've seen what we've got. See if you can better it.
Oh, definitely.
It's more modern.
Now the thing is, with something doesn't have to be an antique to be worth money. It can be it could be an Egyptian part of Egyptian mummy, or some Roman coins, or some old Roman bits and pieces, which actually aren't worth very much at all. But you might find yourself with a Harry Potter first edition signed, and then you got I don't know what they are now at 30,000 or something silly like that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be old to be worth money. If you're collecting whatever, always bear that in mind, because you never know what you're going to find.
You can find equally interesting items that are modern.
Yeah. Now this here,
You gonna move it over? You need my help?
I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go.
Oh.
Is that really interesting?
Pasteurized.
Yeah. It looks like the back of a mirror.
It was actually some milk. It was pasteurized milk. Yeah.
Have I heard that joke before?
So anyway, what it is, it's actually this is one of a kind. There's not another one of these out there, okay? Which is probably a good job. But I'll show you the picture in the middle. Now, who is this?
Oh, it's a little reflective.
It's baby Shrek, is it?
Yeah.
Baby Shrek.
Yeah, it's a baby Shrek. Baby Shrek there, and baby Shrek here. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
And then
this, it's a mystery pictures underneath, but we haven't even taken this off yet. Okay, so we will do that right now. Let me give you the scissors, honey.
here you go. Don't run with scissors. Now you can see our next door neighbor's house. Look how good it looks.
Yeah.
So we live in Southern California.
This might be.
Unlike miserable North Wales.
Yeah, we're freezing today.
Just bear with me, because
I suggested he do this earlier, but
well, no, you wouldn't get the reveal, would you? Here we go. Hold on to it, please.
oh, I have to help now.
It would be helpful.
Don't cut the thing. Yeah.
Is this a print or a painting?
I'm here.
Is it a print or a painting?
No,
It's a lithograph.
Ah.
Pull that end off. Oh, there's a spider inside.
Hold on. There we go. No.
Well, good sound.
Oh, look, it's on
What
donkey.
Oh, good. We got some more
It's
bubble
not
wrap.
donkey.
Yay.
It looks like donkey on it.
What is it?
It's a sideways baby Shrek, standing up baby Shrek. I haven't seen it. Oh, it's a flying on the donkey.
It's
Turn it this
donkey.
way. Go like this.
Like that?
Yeah,
It is
because then
donkey.
you can
It's
see
a
it.
baby donkey.
I can go even higher, right?
Yeah, it's baby Shrek sucking his thumb. It's baby Shrek on a flying donkey. It's
Where's
baby.
dragon? There's a dragon and
It's a dragon. It's not a donkey. It's a dragon.
dragon and a donkey. So this is baby Shrek, and then he got married, I believe. So these ones down here would be the children of
Lift
the
it up.
baby Shreks. I don't really know the whole story, but so you see that,
Yeah.
and we'll
Yeah.
show you some better pictures when we, because it's a little. What do you reckon on
So
that?
why
Then?
don't you tell them the story about it?
I'm going to let you do that for 1 second.
I think in the film, I think Donkey married a dragon, so that'll be where that
That's a baby
Donkey.
dragon monkey. Or donkey?
Donkey. Yeah.
Yeah, well, this actually it's from Shrek 3. Okay, now Shrek 3 is well,
Everybody knows
that's what they
Shrek.
were going to call it, but it's actually Shrek the Third. So Shrek 3, they changed the title after a while for to make it more like a an individual film, not a carry-on film type thing. And this actual what you should call it, a sheet or
It's a test print.
a test print is
Ah,
it was given by Jeffrey Katzenberg to the producer of the film Shrek, whose name was Aaron Wagner, and it was given to him because for the success of the film, etc. And this was actually hung in the studio, right? You want to tell a little bit?
Well, it's a test print. So apparently, when you're printing something, you do samples off of the printing press. So this is one of those to make sure the color is right and aligned. That then was framed and given. Katzenberg owns DreamWorks or runs DreamWorks, which made all the Shrek films. And it was given to the producer who held it for a long time. And now it's been transferred to us to sell.
It's a test rendering. That's what it is.
So how did you acquire that then?
Well, Shrek the Third. Well, we know the cousin of this Aaron Wagner, and this has been in like you. It's been in storage for a long time because this film, I think, it was made in 2007, and
Right.
all the things that belong to this Aaron Wagner are in this container, and he was going to throw them all out, and his cousin decided, no, that's not a very good idea. Let's make some money. So he brought them by us after seeing us on Storage Wars, that we might be interested and can tell him about it. And can we do this? Can we do that? And we've actually done this and done that. So now we have them.
We just got this week.
Yeah,
too.
this week. So
It just came in.
this film cost, I believe, somewhere around about 160 million. And then worldwide, the film grossed over 830 million. So they made a tidy profit on this, I think,
But the question, because there's only one of these,
Yeah.
there aren't multiples of these.
Just
so
one.
we have to figure out how to price it. I have no clue.
If anybody out there
What
has an
cats?
idea what we should ask for this, we really love some feedback on this to let us know more about it. I will be taking some individual pictures to make it like a little easier for you to see, and then we can go from there.
We'll probably end up putting it online
I retire
Yeah,
after
yeah.
I
on
sold it.
eBay, frankly.
yeah.
It's
And
always
we'll sell it in an auction format so that
Yeah, it's difficult with an individual one-off item. It's always difficult to price it, and the thing is with any item like that, and I've always said this: when you get in an auction room, you only need two people to want that one item,
Oh man,
that's correct.
and the price can go through the roof.
and you'll be one of them.
I will. I
It
want
could
Baby
be
Shrek.
you.
I'd own it. I definitely own it.
It's
I love
beautiful.
things
It's
like
like
that.
4 feet long, so
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
it's part of the family now. Look,
it's our new
you're
child.
in the family now. And he is
I
like,
think he looks a little like me.
I like this new one. So we haven't seen this. Obviously, it has been covered up, and I haven't seen it. So where is it?
Well, why don't you look at it straight on instead of
Oh, there
trying
you
to
go.
look at
I know.
A
I'm trying to
reflection
get
of
the
it.
light, the reflection. There you go. There you go.
Is
See?
there any signatures on it?
No. I can write one.
No, and the provenance is, we can actually get our the guy that we're working with, who's the cousin of the producer. We could probably get him to write a document that would
Yeah.
provide the provenance, which
Yeah,
then
yeah.
obviously increases the value of the item.
Yeah.
So anytime, and maybe there's a photograph of the guy with this litho, which would be kind
Yeah.
of cool. So in terms of identifying value for things, people paying attention. If you have something that you said was your grandmother's from 1920 and it hung on the wall or it was in the house, if you have a picture of the item with grandma from that era, good luck. You know, that increases the value of your item. It's not just a story. There's a lot of people who call us and they say, oh, well, this was in my grandmother's house. Well, yeah, maybe not. But if there's a photograph of it in grandma's house, that gives it a better value and a way to authenticate the provenance that you're claiming.
Yeah. But you see it all the time. If you go onto these auction sites and things, you'll see it everywhere. You'll see something. It'll say Jimi Hendrix's guitar. You
Yeah.
know,
Show me a
you see-
picture of Jimi Hendrix holding the guitar, then I'll
Well,
believe you.
I got this piece of. I'll just read it to you. What it says. It says, extremely rare test rendering from DreamWorks Studio, Shrek the Third, of the cute baby orcs. So they orcs and dragon donkeys. These amazing pieces.
Ogre. That's ogre.
An ogre. Okay. These amazing.
Orgs in Lori language.
Shit, man, that's you mean Richmondese, right? So these amazing pieces would be hung in the studio as the film was being made and used as one of the final takes for what we know today from the films, given as a gift from Mr. Jeffrey Kassenberg, making a one of a kind. You won't find any others like it. Normally reserved for behind the scenes, they show signs of being used in production with tape marks from possible storyboards or other studio displays.
Oh well. Yeah. Is that from the cousin or the nephew that's give you that?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so it's
good,
actually
Dan.
kind
That's
of
really good.
interesting.
Yeah.
We will have to do some research on it. We're going to have to figure out at what price to open the auction, you know, which would be our minimum acceptable price.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So are you selling these items on commission then?
Correct.
This one is, yeah.
Because how do you figure out what it's worth? And if you don't know what it's worth, it's hard to make
I
an
was
offer.
being very fair with the guy because I could have said to him anything, and because he didn't really care. I mean, I could have said $1,000, he would have gone, jumped through the roof and said yes. But I figured it's worth a lot more than that. So I wanted to be, and I didn't want to spend $1,000. So we do it as a commission, right? So whatever we do after it's sold is 50-50.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
With all expenses out, and then 50 each. So who knows what it's going to be?
Yeah.
I think myself, it's actually a double.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
See? So there you go. We brought something really old today.
Yes.
The camera, which I think is fantastic. And then we have this newer popular culture item.
Yeah.
And I guess that would be considered a collectible, right?
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
You heard the term antique, vintage, and collectible. Antiques are for items that are 100 years or older.
Well, 50 over here.
Well, no, it's 100 years by government.
Oh, government. Yeah. The government.
Yeah, it's a defined era.
So what did you call this kind of stuff?
A lithograph?
Collectible.
No, collectible.
It's a collectible.
Of the 70s.
Popular culture.
Popular culture. Now, see, we've had an antique shop for nearly 40 years right now, but the popular culture is taken over from the antiques. More people want this popular culture than they do antique. We still sell antiques and it's interesting. We love it, but this stuff is far more desirable at the moment.
Yeah, they are, because that you could put on the wall and enjoy it. This camera it's got a very limited market, you know, whereas that a lot of people would want that.
Yeah, well, yours, the camera, people do buy those from me for display. So if you got an office or something like that, you put it in there. But the trouble is, it's a dust collector once you open it up, and then got to be careful.
However, the people who collect cameras are going to be professional photographers.
Yeah, mostly.
Just like people who collect medical items are probably doctors or nurses, or they have a job in the medical field. firefighters collect firefighting memorabilia.
So-
Yeah.
and stuff.
Restaurant owners collect food.
So do we.
Pots and pans, maybe.
Yes, walnuts.
So there we go.
No,
So there you are.
Yeah,
This is
brilliant.
what
So,
we have
yeah.
to show. And if you keep watching, you'll get to see an update on last episode's items.
Yes.
you will. Yeah.
2
And
thumbs
you-
up
and
for
you'll-
that one. What do you reckon, Greg?
I say don't forget to subscribe, please. Share, please. We want to keep doing these.
I think you get 1.5 for the camera. And
Yeah,
2
you'll
for the
get,
Shrek.
you get 2 thumbs. If you subscribe and like, you'll get 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, bend over then. There you go. 2 thumbs up.
And maybe you could comment and tell us which item you like best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
UK, or is it the UK and US, or is it the
yeah.
Yeah.
neither
Let us,
or?
Let
Tell
the
us what you
audience
like.
Wiener,
decide.
wiener.
so
There you go, guys.
See you next
yeah,
week.
so yeah, let us know which item you like the best, and also
Subscribe.
if anyone's got any stories on any of these items that we show you, let us know those as well.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's not next week, it's 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Every Tuesday.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Thanks. See you next week.
Bye.
Next time, not next
Bye.
week. 2
Subscribe,
weeks.
subscribe,
Bye.
subscribe.
Hi guys, it's Sally. I want to update you on the railcar side lamp that we talked about last time. Instead of focusing on the maker of the item, I want to tell you a little bit about the history of the item. Rail cars came into popularity carrying mail in about 1830 or so. Before that, people traveled by carriages, horse-drawn carriages, and it was slow and obviously expensive because somebody had to ride it and we had to feed the animals. But rail cars were invented, and they began by carrying mail, and eventually people realized that it was less expensive and faster to travel by train, same as rail car, and so it became a popular means of transportation. So we're talking about 1830. There was no electricity like we have today, or even in 1900. There was no electricity for the rail cars. So the fanciest of the rail cars got this egg-shaped globe that was operated on oil. A lot of the times it would be whale oil, it would be some sort of a fat, but that's how they burned and created a light. These particular rail car side lamps were for only the wealthiest. So if you were a luxury class person, you might have one of these inside or outside of the rail car. If you had your own, like if your name was Rockefeller or your name was Vanderbilt, you had your very own private rail car so that you could travel around in like your house on wheels, kind of an RV-ish sort of a thing. But those were the people who had access to light. If you were in a second class or first class car, you had no light. It was dark. And if you study it, you'll find that there was a lot of theft and a lot of crime going on in those lower class cars. But in the first class luxury cars, you got a light. And I have a photo here, and let's see if I can show you. See, this would have been a rail car, and the lights we're talking about are these little ones on the side, and that would have been the outside of the car. So until 1895, when the first rail car was electrified, these lamps are how people were able to see in the dark of night. The interesting thing, our lamp is worth about $500 to $1,000.
You learn something every day. Okay, the final word on these trophies is that they're one of a kind, and they have many avenues and links to different kinds of collecting. So there could be Walt Disney, the Masons, etc. And you know, I'm going to price them, I think, around about $250. So go for it.
Hi everyone, my name's Nikki and I'm Craig's wife, and I'm going to give you an update on the barometer that Craig's shown you in episode 1. The barometer was actually invented by a student of Galileo's, and that was in 1643. Now, how a barometer works is it measures the air pressure, and that gives you a short-term weather forecast. You'll have to excuse me because I have to keep looking at my notes. I'm not very professional like everyone else. The particular style was a barometer that Craig shown you was a banjo barometer, and that was invented about 20 years later by a guy named Robert Hooke. Now, I couldn't find out a lot of information about the barometer. It's got a mark on it saying that it's made in England, and I believe that should help me date it, but I was still struggling to find something even similar. I know it's got a porcelain face, and I also know that it's in an oak casing. Craig seems to think it's got an arts and crafts influence, so to try and date it, I found it was about 1901 to 1910, and I've estimated the value at about £220, anywhere up to £495 if it's in good condition. So if any of you like to help me out and leave me some comments, and then maybe I might learn something. Thanks for watching.
What we get and what we find compared to what you can got.
You learn something every day. Okay, first thing first, like and comment on all this action you've seen today. If you like it, then please subscribe, get in there, tell your friends, and we'll make this a #1 show across the UK and the USA. Let's go for it. It's going to be really, really exciting.
Don't forget to watch next week so you can get an update on that stuff we brought you today.
Yeah, don't forget the stuff we brought you today. That's what she was trying to say. You know, it's all right. I help her out a little bit. Okay.
What we get and what we find compared to what you can got.
You learn something every day.